I told you so. I told you so. And I am not one of these folks who doesn't like to say I told you so. God damn it, I love it. I love it. I love to be proven right. I got a shirt that says, I may be wrong, but I doubt it. And I knew I was not wrong when I told y'all previously that crime goes on every goddamn well. But now it seems like some other motherfuckers know. First, what you talking about? First, what you talking about? I'm talking about, surely y'all seen it, that while Colorado was playing against UCLA at the goddamn Rose Bowl, somebody went in these boys' locker room and stole their shit. Chains, money, you name it. So now we see that them Jack boys ain't just in Jackson. But I already told you that. I already told you that. But these black white supremacists didn't want to listen to that. Oh, but they better listen now. We finna talk about it. We finna talk about it. Before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, share, and put all your people on it, okay? Also, follow me across all social media. I'm trying to get up to 40,000 followers over there on Instagram. You know what I'm talking about? We keep taking these shots from all these celebrities in the media and shit like that. Well, goddamn it, you got a budding celebrity in me. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm a real motherfucker. I'm gonna use my platform correctly. I'm always rep for the real ones. You know what I'm talking about? So fuck what they talking about and fuck with the real. You understand? Follow me over there. But let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Yes. Unfortunately, let me start there. But you get some of these haters out here, get your motherfucking fingers going and think I'm happy about this. What the fuck? First, them are black kids. Everybody I saw in the video talking about they shit got stolen was black. Young black men. I am not reveling. I am not happy about them youngins getting their shit stolen. I am not whatsoever. I hope some way they get their shit back. I do. This ain't about that. This is about narratives. This is about giving comfort to white supremacists. This is about black people echoing notions that something that is black run is not well run. That's what I'm talking about. Because see, when Prime was here and that bullshit allegedly happened to him with his shit getting stolen, I felt him in one regard as a coach who coached in a tough area, and I had my fucking car broken into. I had my car broken into. But they ain't steal anything out of it because what they wanted was on my person. Okay, they had heard that I had collected my team's shoe money. Okay, but that money was on me because I knew where the fuck I was coaching. So while I was coaching and winning a game, a rivalry game, somebody had bust my damn windows, went in my trunk, taking my bag out, even busting my goddamn headlights. I'm like, what the fuck is this about? I'm the most popular motherfucker on this campus. The busting the headlight like just some hateful shit. I got look at me, just being the loving motherfucker I am. I understood the trying to get the money because the kids were poor. Didn't approve of it. It was fucking wrong. But I can logically get that. What the fuck you busting my headlight for? So I've been there, done that. So when Prime said that allegedly happened to him, I felt that. But the way he sat up in a press conference and said what he said about raising the standards and making it seem like this was a Jackson State only type of thing, You know what I'm talking about? And then how motherfuckers took that shit and ran with it when he left. Like, that was the reason he left rather than him agreeing to stay a few years, then moving on any fucking way. That shit plays to white supremacy that that black people are prone to criminality, and that something that is black run is not well run. Like oh, they just couldn't protect. They had this asset in Deion Sanders that the black folks didn't know how to treat him. Remember Kwame Bryant talking about the white folks roll out the red carpet? Well, Kwame, where the fuck you at now, motherfucker? Why the white folks ain't keep nobody from stealing these boys' shit? Fuck we talking about? This shit about giving comfort to white supremacists. I don't fuck with it. And that be the fuckers attacking me, be black white supremacists. YouTube ain't stupid. YouTube ain't goddamn recommending my shit to no goddamn Trump supporters and shit like that, for real, for real. It be the black white supremacists that be in my comment section, and I ain't reading it. I'm just smart enough to know it. It's kind of like what Malcolm X said in his preface to his Battle of the Bullet speech. He said to the crowd, I see some friends and enemies. Because he knew in a crowd that large, he knew there was some enemies in that motherfucker. So I know more and more and more as my audience grows, there's some enemies in that bitch. And a lot of my enemies are black white supremacists who even in this moment, still trying to come up with bullshit narratives. Oh, well, it didn't happen in Boulder. It happened at a place more prestigious than Boulder. It happened at the fucking Rose Bowl. The granddaddy of them all. What are we talking about? Once upon a time, if not still, this shit is viewed as like the pinnacle of college football. Like, especially before they had this college football playoff, or before they had like the BCS system and stuff like that. Like, bro, when you played in the Rose Bowl, you big shit. You big shit. So that means something. That means something. A prestigious PWI. This is the school of John Wooden. This is the school of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is the school of goddamn Bill Walton. What we talking about, man? This is the school of Jackie Robinson. You feel me? So don't give me that shit. Because the shit that happened with Prime, that allegedly happened again. I say allegedly because it seemed like the school came out and said, no, it wasn't stolen, it was misplaced. Then Prime came back out and said, yeah, it was stolen, but my assistant caught somebody in the act. And you know, whatever the fucking case is, that shit happened at the vet. So you want to say the shit with UCLA, that shit wasn't on their campus. God damn it, the vet ain't on Jack State campus either. Either way, I don't give a fuck where either incident occurred. Them Jack boys everywhere, dog. Everywhere. Pick a city. They there. They there. As long as there's poverty in America, it's gonna always be some Jack boys. Hell, some folks just greedy. If everybody had it, still folks be stealing. See, Bernie Madoff. Shit. So don't give me this. Don't give me this. I want to see, and I ain't gonna put it past Prime. He might come out this week and go off about the shit. He might. Okay? Because again, I'm an 80s baby, raised in them 90s, okay, and the 2000s. Prime been a motherfucker now. Prime been a motherfucker. He didn't got attitude white folk before. I have seen him get attitude white folk before. So I ain't gonna put that past. But we shall see. Is it gonna be the same energy that he was given at Jack State when that shit happened? Is it? Now some may argue, no, he ain't gonna do that. You notice he ain't telling no motherfuckers out there to put no names on the jersey. UCLA ain't got no names on the jersey. USC ain't got no names on the jersey. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe he just look at them and maybe he don't think they broke and can't afford it. Maybe he looks at them and say they just doing it because of tradition. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm saying that to say you might point to that and say, first, that's an example of him not keeping the same energy with the white folk. Okay, that's fair. But if you watch that 30 for 30 on Prime, when they talked about him playing football and baseball, you saw shit. He went pour water on a fucking white reporter. Okay, so I'll put it past him. He may say something about the shit. Don't be shocked by that. But it need to be the same tone and everything. Need to be telling them motherfuckers at UCLA that the Rose Bowl is theirs. You know, they using it. Goddamn, they got to raise the standards. Everybody got to raise the standards. You know what I'm talking about? We come, on the road, flaggers y'all. Tell them that's the reason why y'all leaving the Pac-12. Y'all trying to get the hell away from motherfuckers like that. I don't know. But anything short of that gives comfort to white supremacy. Because that shit, them statements down here was like, my shit got stolen because black folks ain't up to par. Black folks ain't on standard. Black folks ain't up to code, and we got to do better. Well, it sound like them motherfuckers need to do better too. It sound like the motherfuckers across the country at all these schools where bullshit is going on got to do, Colorado included. I already done a segment about all the criminality up there on the campus. After you finish this shit, go watch that segment. I did that beginning of the year. I'm sure other shit has happened. You had some kids at the school talking about how shit they feel unsafe. Oh, and I also did another segment talking about how you got women of color on campus. There now, this ain't first talk. You got women of color there saying the fucking school is anti-black. So stop the boo-boo. That's what Chad Butler said. Stop the boo-boo. Fuck we talking about, man. No particular race has a monopoly on criminality. Let me run that back. No particular race has a monopoly on criminality. But in this country, one particular race does have a monopoly on wealth. And see, because of that wealth, they have convinced some of you that they have better morals, that they have better ethics, that they work harder, that they do things right. You better check yourself if you catch yourself saying this shit. Oh, see, that's why. See, that's why I don't like hang around black people. Oh, that's why. We even brought other racial groups in there now. We say shit like, "Ooh, I need to get me a Mexican to do the job because I can't let no black folk do it. Because black folk don't they ain't gonna work." It be our own skin folk that put us down. But we don't be comparing apples to apples. Get some lazy ass, sorry ass white folks, and some lazy ass, sorry ass Latinos, some lazy ass, sorry ass Asian. You name it across the board. No one racial group has a monopoly on these traits. But because one group in America has a monopoly on wealth, white people, through bullshit treaties with the Native Americans and the Native Americans dying off from diseases, through slavery, through systemic racial discrimination, through laws that solely benefited them. Homestead Act, here goes some land. GI Bill, you can go to college, you can build a house, you can start a business. I could keep going. Since all this shit has happened, and because some of you motherfuckers don't know about that type of shit, you just see, oh, they got the money. they're white, so they must be right. Because they the ones with the money. You've convinced yourself of this shit. But you need to stop it. If you're like that, you need to check your motherfucking self. Check yourself. If you got somebody in your family like that, check them. Got Thanksgiving coming up. Have some uncomfortable conversations. Check them. Check them. Don't run Big Mama blood pressure up. Go in the other room. Don't have the discussion in front of Big Mama. But the discussion needs to be had. If you have a black white supremacist in your family, check them. Because the folks who are pushing that narrative about Jackson and Jackson State, them some bitches are playing into that black white supremacist bullshit. Because they don't say that shit about UCLA. They ain't gonna say that shit about the criminality at Colorado. They ain't gonna say that shit about the criminality at Michigan State. They ain't gonna say that shit about the criminality at Penn State. They ain't gonna say that shit about the criminality at University of North Carolina, the criminality at Duke, the criminality at Mississippi State, the criminality at Ole Miss, the criminality at LSU, the criminality at the University of Southern Mississippi. I can go fucking on and on. They ain't gonna say that shit. Because they look at anything that happens there as an anomaly. But the bad shit that happens at a place like Jackson State, they think that is the standard. That's the norm. Why? Because it's black people. Stop that bullshit. Hell, we got going on right now here locally where I am in central Mississippi. Oh, they reporting that there's a bunch of fights up at Madison Central High School. Oh, in Madison? And Mary Hawkins Butler's Madison? Not the city that shit. You have the police station on this side of the goddamn Madison exit. You have the police station on that side. As I said before, it's like they're trying to protect the city from the bad, evil Cantonians coming from the north and the evil Jacksonians that may be coming from the south. It's a sign that y'all better stay out of the Emerald City. And yeah, it's been a bunch of fights up there. Who knew? But I taught in the district. It's been shit happening up there. I didn't teach there, but I taught in the district. There's been shit occurring up there. A lot of times it just doesn't make it to print. It doesn't make it to your news station. But now folks are, come on, man. Come on, man. So again, I hope those young kings get their shit back. Whoever took it, they are fucking wrong. Okay. I saw another one of the brothers out there who got some of his money stolen. I don't think he's a player or something. I don't know who he is. But he was saying in his shit that it ain't that serious. Yeah, it is that serious to a motherfucker that ain't got it. If these are some folks who poor and ain't got it, yeah, it is that serious. When you're around folks and you're being flat, look at me. Look at me. I rock these rings and all this shit everywhere. But I also know I better be ready to protect myself if anybody want it. They're going to take it off of me. I always, wherever, keep my wallet on me and all that shit. Had to be ready to fight. Had to be ready to shoot. Just got to be ready. Now, you might say, well, them kids were just playing the game. That's true. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. But if you got some valuable shit, and this ain't just to the old youngest. This motherfuckers across the board. Because I'm seeing cats in football, and I'm gonna do something else about this too. I'm seeing cats in football out there playing with chains. What we doing? We know y'all got money, especially in the NFL. I can go Google your fucking net worth. I can go Google your contract. Why you gotta have your chain on while you playing football and let the world know you got this money? In a violent game like this, when somebody can just snatch your shit. What we doing? What are we doing? But when you flash wealth and shit like that, that makes you a mark. And again, I get it. You feel like I got this money, I've earned this money. If I want to rock my shit, I'm gonna rock my shit. Okay, I get that. I get that. I get that. But there's some folk out here who ain't got that. And if they want it, they willing to take it. So if you value your shit, you might need to leave that shit at the crib. Or keep it on you. If you gotta go to a place, well, shit, you gotta put your shit down somewhere. Don't take nothing valuable. Shit, leave that shit somewhere. Or if it's something valuable, you keep it. Hey, maybe that's why they wearing the chains. Maybe that's why they wearing the chains during the game. I don't know. I'm saying it's just because they're trying to flex. Maybe they're trying to protect their property. I don't know. But whatever the case is, the Jack boys don't only reside in Jackson, Mississippi. Put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.